Dear Class of 2020.
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 This year definitely been a very tough year for us.
COVID-19 coronavirus.
Going online.
A lot of things happened. The coronavirus, the racial discrimination, but
Through adversity comes growth. And
It's amazing. It's amazing how people persevere in the face of uncertainty and stress. I really admire it about my graduating class.
Definitely prevalent that the Class of 2020 has had a strong presence on campus, and it's just been really, really inspiring to see.
Those long nights at the night library.
Worked countless hours, studied abroad, had internships.
4 or 5 years of hard work.
And I couldn't be more proud of all of us.
Because we made it together.
The thing I'm going to miss the most is
all the people in the community.
Being so close to everybody.
All the friendly faces.
There's so many people from all over the world here.
And somehow you know that if you walk across campus and you say "Go Ducks," someone will yell it back at you.
And I just can't wait to see how far we really come in the future. See all the good we do for this world. So shout out to Class of 2020.
If we can handle what's been going on right now and still get that degree, the rest is easy. We got this.
We have done something special.
we defied the odds.
We are the class that will never be forgotten.
Today, pat yourself on the back because you did it and you deserve it. Today's a day you've wanted almost your entire life, and it's finally here. I'm so proud of you and know that everyone else is too.
Once a duck, always a duck.
Go Ducks. Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Good morning, and welcome to the University of Oregon's 144th Commencement exercises. I'm Associate Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students, Chris Winter. It's my honor to kick off today's activities celebrating you, the Class of 2020. While a virtual ceremony is not the same as being here in person, we hope you and your family and friends enjoy what we've put together for the next hour or so. We've tried to include many of the elements of our traditional ceremony in the virtual environment, plus a few surprises, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, I want to acknowledge a lot has happened since we began putting together this year's commencement program. Some of the content you will see today, both in this main celebration and in your school, college, and department ceremonies, was recorded over the last few weeks and may not reflect current events. Let's get this started with a presentation of colors by the U of O ROTC and a very special performance of our national anthem by the U of O Gospel Singers, directed by instructor and director of gospel choirs and ensembles, Andy L. Brown.
Left, 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 right. Left, left, mark time, march. Left, detail, halt. Unfold the flag.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's light, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Andiel, and our very talented gospel singers. Now I'd like to introduce U of O student Genevieve Middleton with today's land acknowledgement.
Ya'e. My name is Genevieve Middleton. My family is Reneé, and we are citizens of the Navajo Nation. I'm a master's student of the University of Oregon's graduating class of 2020. It is my honor to welcome you to Eugene and the Willamette Valley. The University of Oregon is located on Kalapuya Ilahi, the traditional homeland of the Kalapuya people. Following treaties between 1851 and 1855, Kalapuya people were dispossessed of their indigenous homeland by the United States government and forcibly removed to the Coast Reservation in western Oregon. Today, descendants are the citizens of the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde Community of Oregon and the Confederated Tribes of the Siletz Indians of Oregon. They continue to make important contributions in their communities, at the University of Oregon, within our state, nation, and around the globe. We thank the Kalapuya for their continued hospitality, stewardship, and inspiration. Congratulations, graduates!
Thank you, Genevieve, and congratulations on earning your master's degree. It's now my pleasure to introduce our first commencement speaker, UO President and Professor of Law, Michael Schill.
Good morning. Welcome, graduates, friends, family, alumni, and guests from across Oregon and around the world. Welcome to the University of Oregon's 2020 Commencement Celebration. One of my greatest honors and favorite activities each academic year is this moment when I deliver my commencement address to you, our graduates. To say this year is special, different, like no other, is a profound understatement. This graduation celebration of the class of 2020 is, to use a word that has become really trite in its accuracy, unprecedented. Your journey to this moment is unique. You should have spent the spring shoulder to shoulder with classmates in labs, classrooms, and studios, sipping coffee in the fishbowl, going to your last street fair, attending late-night cram sessions in Night Library, soaking up the sun in the quad, or on the steps of the EMU amphitheater, taking in your final memories of our beautiful campus. Instead, you sat at kitchen counters, on couches, and in your bedrooms, scattered across the country and world, laptops open, a checkerboard of students and professors on Zoom, far apart but brought together by a technology and a shared quest to achieve the most valuable accreditation you can receive to better your life in our world, a college degree. You should have walked 13th Avenue, creating a tapestry of green caps and gowns with friends and family fawning over your every step, poured into Matthew Knight Arena and made the space feel small with your laughter, your shouts, and your cheers. Standing in this quiet, empty arena, I can imagine you here. I sense your disappointment and concern about the future, but even more so, I feel your pride, your determination, and your incredible sense of accomplishment at overcoming challenges that no other class has experienced. You rocked isolation. You slayed remote education. You achieved your goals, and you are University of Oregon graduates. Our world and our country is in an epic battle against a deadly pandemic that has upended any sense of normalcy, and also against an insidious epidemic of systemic racism that has been part of our lives for far too long. Everything is at once completely different and yet the same as it was when you first arrived in Eugene to attend the University of Oregon. You are graduating under extraordinary circumstances, but with the same hopes, dreams, and desires to pursue happiness and achieve greatness as all of the graduates have before you. But you are special, like it or not, and not just because your path to this date has been like no other. The challenges you will face when you leave here will be very different from those you imagined 4 or 5 years ago. You and your generation will set the agenda for the future, but before you do that, you will need to reckon with the past. Our nation is going through an intense period of soul-searching. How did we allow the inequities that have become so apparent in recent weeks to grow so large? How did we allow our government to degenerate into something that resembles a food fight rather than an instrument to pursue the common good and protect us from enemies, including the invisible, infectious ones? And looking to the future, can you construct a new consensus built upon a respect for science, a commitment to equity, an embrace of liberty and free speech, and a disavowal of racism? I am optimistic because out of great crises, like the crises we are currently experiencing, comes great innovation. Some of the darkest moments in history have catapulted society forward and spurred on discoveries that have transformed our world. Out of the Spanish flu of 1918 came not only a flu vaccine, but the building blocks of our understanding about genetic information, inspiring the team which revealed in 1944 that the DNA holds our genetic code. Out of the Great Depression came the New Deal, the use of government to help restore prosperity and confidence to America. Uttering the famous words, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," President Roosevelt led our nation to create government initiatives that built dams and hydroelectric power, highways, parks, schools, and bridges, Social Security, and financial reforms that revolutionized the American way of life. Out of the Cold War came a race for dominance in space that led to the first man to step on the moon. But it also launched a new American focus on science and technology in schools, businesses, and the government. This led not only to the formation of NASA, but also to the development of cutting-edge technology, such as rockets and computers, and ultimately to the internet. It also led to enhanced support for scientific research in America's universities. The list, it just goes on and on. And so here you are, educated, degrees in hand, ready to take on the world's new great challenges. Of course, before we let you go, no graduation would be complete without hearing a few pieces of advice from your president. Here goes. First, in order to participate in the upcoming changes in healthcare, technology, society, and the economy, you will need to remain curious, continue to ask questions, and retain your thirst for knowledge. Never, ever forget the curiosity that brought you here and the feeling of satisfaction that you experienced when you developed insights and knowledge about the world around you. And never, ever succumb to the siren song of ignorance, no matter how intoxicating its simplicity may be. Second, in order to discard the bias, racism, and hate of the past, you will need to continue to expand your worldview, to seek out perspectives that are different from your own, and to resist retreating into an echo chamber of similar opinions. The trick for you will be how to celebrate and exhibit pride in your own distinct culture and identity, while at the same time striving to be part of something bigger and more meaningful than an amalgamation of different identities. And as you do this, it will be up to you to restore the political and civil discourse that my generation screwed up, and with it, a sense of collective purpose. Third, in order to overcome the challenges of today and tomorrow, you will need to stare down fear and uncertainty and not be afraid to fail. In order to reach high, you must be willing to fall. You cannot have excellence without striving and some risk of stumbling. For every discovery, there are 1,000 failed theories. For every celebrated piece of prose, there are hundreds of torn up rough drafts. And for every masterpiece, there are many canvases set aside. So too, it is impossible to be successful without making mistakes, taking chances, and allowing yourself to fail. And of course, it is important to learn from one's failures. And finally, in order to make a difference in this world, you must push yourself. Set an ambitious goal, maybe even an absurd goal, and use every bit of your ability to reach it. Then set another, and another. As our honorary degree recipient Phil Knight wrote in his book Shoe Dog, let everyone else call your idea crazy. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't even think about stopping until you get there. And don't give much thought to where there is. Whatever comes, just don't stop. Your achievements at the University of Oregon, all that you have learned and overcome, have prepared you for what's next. You are our future. You are our hope. You will achieve great things. We will all be rooting for you. And I hope you know that you are loved and appreciated, and that we are all very, very proud of you. Remember, you are now forever connected to all of us, and especially to your classmates of the University of Oregon Class of 2020. Once a duck, always a duck. And now we are so proud to call you alumni. Go Ducks!
Thank you, President Schill. Next up is Board Vice Chair Ginevra Ralph with a special message on behalf of the university's Board of Trustees.
Thank you. I share the deep regret many hold that we're not able to gather together on our beautiful campus to celebrate in person. I miss the sea of green gowns dotted with the bright colors of your stoles, cords, leis, or your decorated mortarboards. And I miss the positive energy that radiates from you and from your proud family and friends on this once-in-a-lifetime day. Know that the pride those of us at the U of O hold does not wane simply because you're not here. Your milestone is not lessened because we're not gathered. If anything, it's strengthened. Maybe the silver lining is that even more of your extended family can witness what is sure to be the most memorable graduation of all time. This ceremony, albeit virtual, is called commencement for a reason. The definition of commencement is a beginning, a new start. As you'll hear more than once, your graduation from the University of Oregon is indeed a fresh start, a new beginning. These last several weeks have no doubt been bittersweet. You are accomplishing something wonderful and embarking on new adventures. But you are saying goodbye to friends and perhaps to Eugene. This wasn't the ending you probably wanted, but remember that today is not just about that ending, but about that fresh beginning. Of course, no set of remarks at an event such as this would be complete without some unsolicited advice. Hopefully your education here has given you an awareness of how much you don't yet know and has taught you the most important skill there is, how to keep on learning. Your success from here on will depend on you learning as fast as the world is changing. You now have the skills that allow you to do this successfully. It's up to you to use them, to never stop learning, and to never stop using what you learn to make yourself and this world better. Now, for my official responsibility, it is with deep pride and sincere congratulations that, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Oregon and by the power invested in us by the State of Oregon, I authorize President Michael H. Schill to confer upon you your hard-earned degrees. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Welcome to the ranks of alumni. And go Ducks!
Thank you, Ginevra. President Schill will now present this year's honorary degree.
The honorary degree is the highest recognition and honor the University of Oregon can bestow. Recommended by the University Senate and the President, and approved by the Board of Trustees, it honors accomplished and outstanding individuals who have made an indelible impact on the world. In recent memory, only 4 people have been selected for honorary degrees: Lori Loke, Carrie Mae Weems, James Ivory, and today's awardee, Philip H. Knight. I cannot imagine an alumnus of our university who has had as great an impact on the world, our state, and our university than Phil Knight. In many ways, Phil Knight embodies why we grant honorary degrees in the first place. Mr. Knight is best known for founding Nike, the world's largest sports and fitness company, with former legendary UO track coach Bill Bowerman. Knight and Bowerman shared a passion for helping athletes reach their full potential. They also shared a love for innovation, the University of Oregon, and our great state of Oregon. Phil Knight graduated from the University of Oregon in 1959 and changed business and marketing forever. Under his leadership and vision, Nike not only revolutionized sports product development, but also created a new playbook for how businesses could partner with sports professionals, a model that has been repeatedly copied to this day. Phil's constant pursuit of excellence is exemplified in his philanthropy as well. He and his wife Penny have made visionary gifts with the expectation that they be used to transform society. At Stanford University, Phil donated to the Graduate School of Business and created the Knight Hennessy Scholars to support the education of emerging global leaders. At Oregon Health and Sciences University, his gifts bolstered the Cardiovascular Institute and created the first large-scale program dedicated to the early detection of lethal cancers. And of course, Phil and Penny's unbridled generosity for the University of Oregon and the state of Oregon elevated his university to a new level of excellence. Their gifts touched the lives of every student and faculty member, whether it be through the Knight Library, the Knight Law School building, the Knight professorships, or their incredible support of our athletics program and our student athletes. In the next 6 months, we will open 2 of Phil and Penny's most audacious projects, the newly renovated Hayward Field and the Knight campus for accelerating scientific impact. Hayward Field is an astounding, breathtaking piece of architecture that will cement the university and Eugene forever as the heart and soul of the sport of track and field. And the iconic Knight campus, it marks a bold move for the university into a faculty-driven vision of impact science. We call it Science Advancing Society. Through the Knight campus, our faculty will build the economy of Phil's beloved state of Oregon and engineer solutions to many of today's greatest problems. Now, Phil is also a man of letters. His book, Shoe Dog, is one of those rare memoirs that is almost as fun to read as it is rewarding in terms of the lessons it teaches. For Phil, leadership is all about never being satisfied, never being constrained by convention. It is about dedicating everything one has to the pursuit of excellence. I can think of no one I would rather honor on a day that we celebrate our graduates who this year themselves have had to push hard through adversity to cross the finish line. It is now my honor to bestow the honorary degree, the highest award conferred by the University of Oregon, to you, Philip H. Knight. It is my privilege, under the authority of the Board of Trustees, to confer upon you this honorary doctorate of philosophy.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. This is my second degree from the University of Oregon. The first one was a mere 61 years ago. When I went to the University of Oregon, the biggest influence on my life was a professor there named Bill Bowerman, who also was the track coach. And I've said many, many times, without Bill Bowerman, there is no me. And that is not an exaggeration. Without Bill Bowerman, there would be no Nike. I would not have met and married the woman I did. My children would be not alive. There'd be some other children. That my grandchildren would not be alive. And so the impact of a teacher from the University of Oregon was as great as it could possibly be. So because of that, this award means a ton to me. And I am eternally grateful to President Schill and the university, not only for this award, but for what they've meant to me in my life. But as meaningful as this award is, I will say on this day of graduation 2020, and I wish all you graduates the best, but on this day, this award will be overwhelmed by your keynote speaker, Sabrina Ionescu, who is not just a basketball player, she's inspiration personified. Knock 'em dead, Sabrina.
Thank you, Phil, and congratulations, Dr. Knight.
Dear Duck grads.
Hey, Duck grads.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020. This is your year.
Bravo, Duck grads, on this major achievement.
You're about to embark on a journey that is unique and your own. But I can just about guarantee you that no matter where you go, you're going to run into one of us. An alum, a fan, or just a native Oregonian whose roots run deep.
Time flies, right? There at the University of Oregon. All those good times and good memories.
Nobody ever thought the last few months would play out just like they have. But all the sweat equity you all have put in is a permanent testament to your hard work.
Your success in the midst of chaos prepares you all the better for the world that awaits.
I know this is your special day. We've all been sheltering in place. You've probably spent the last 2 months in sweats. So have I. But today is a special day. It's your graduation. And I'm wearing my fancy sweats in your honor.
Maybe it's a little scary leaving the safety of Oregon, or the safety of the nest, if you will, but I'm excited because the world needs you. We need the skills and knowledge that you've gained at the university out here in the world to help us make a difference.
A whole new world now awaits you. And when your opportunities come, and they will, I encourage you to stay true to your highest ideals.
Time to go shine your light and change the world.
I want you to take the values that you have learned here at the University of Oregon and use them to do good things in the world.
I am certainly not the greatest of all time like Sabrina, but I'm an equally proud Duck, and I am proud to be able to congratulate the graduates today.
On behalf of the 3-time Pac-12 champions women's basketball team, just want to congratulate you and wish you the very best.
I want you to know that everyone here at Oregon Football wishes you nothing but tremendous success, and may you have a tremendous impact on all those around you.
Everything that you've been building up to has culminated in this day, and I'm sorry that you can't spend it with your fellow classmates, but hopefully this message will help cheer you up a little bit. I just want to say congratulations and best of luck in your future.
And go show the world what ducks are made of.
Remember, imagination is the limit. I'm excited to see what you do next.
Enjoy this time with friends and family. And most of all, as you go through life itself, continue to add strength to your last name daily.
As you head out into the world, know that no matter where you go, you will never be alone.
Once a duck, always a duck. We love you. Great job. Congratulations.
I'm cheering you.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks for life.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Good morning, graduates. My name is Reneé Evans, President of the University of Oregon Alumni Association. I want to congratulate you on your accomplishments today. As I do, I want to acknowledge that you are graduating at an uncertain and challenging time. You can't control uncertainty, but you can control how you respond to it. Always believe and trust in yourself. As Ducks, I believe we are stronger together than apart. As you transition to whatever and wherever your future holds, please know the Alumni Association is here to help you stay connected to the University of Oregon and each other. So, on behalf of our more than 231,000 members around the world and the Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Oregon alumni family. Go Ducks!
It is my pleasure to introduce the outgoing president of the Associated Students of the University of Oregon, Sabinna Pierre, with a message on behalf of the students of the U of O.
Hello, class of 2020. We have made it. You have made it. This is your moment. Here's to the countless all-nighters at Night Library or the MU, the hustle and grind of procrastination at its finest, the endless lectures and assignments, as well as the everyday challenges we each face to be privileged and blessed to have the opportunity to gain an education when many around the world don't have those opportunities. As I am sure many of you may also want to thank the many professors, administrators, graduate teaching fellows, classified workers, family, friends, God, or whatever higher power you believe in, and the many people who made significant contributions to each of our villages. Every day, when you woke up, from the moment you decided to become a college student, you took on life's challenges. Despite the challenges you face, whether that be the pressures of being a first-generation student, coming from a low-income family, illnesses, homelessness, facing discrimination, still facing discrimination, or being fearful each day about yourself or loved ones in regards to immigration status, you're still here. From being told that because of where you're from, stereotypes, and the color of your skin, you won't make it. You're still here. You prevailed. Leaving your family to come to a new foreign country, balancing raising a family or attending college later in life, along with many other challenges that may have gone unseen to others, you've made it. You should be proud of the obstacles that you overcame because that made you stronger, tougher, and even more resilient than you ever have been. The last couple of months have definitely changed the life that we used to live in. Yet we have prevailed. Our world has been turned upside down, and we have been faced with challenges to rise to the occasion each and every day. I know being stuck at home 24/7 with family is not the ideal senior college experience that we imagine. Some of you have been affected by COVID-19 in various ways, and I deeply sympathize with you. It's in my belief that everything happens for a reason, and considering the current state of the world, this pandemic has further exposed various inequalities in addition to the countless classist systems that continue to be perpetuated in our country. We are all facing our own battles and can no longer allow the very institutional structures that have been created to protect the people to fail the people. It is unfortunate to be graduating into one of the worst economies and job markets in our decade, meaning we are forced to progress faster than previous generations. From racial prejudice, sexism, greed, status, and a plethora of other issues, we are in a time where sayings like, "that's just how it's been," are unacceptable, and they foster a fixed mindset that we should no longer utilize. We hold the keys to shape the world, and it's time for us as people to start making some changes, especially in the way that we treat each other. The old way wasn't working, and has it been? It's on us to do what we gotta do to set the world on a different path. Graduating is much more than a ceremony, diploma, or cap and gown. This signifies a crossing into a new and exciting threshold where you are able to use your educational passions, skills, gifts, and tools that you have acquired to take you far in life. However, there's a few things I want to highlight as you start the next chapter. Personally, being a proud Black daughter of Haitian immigrants from such a beautiful, rich culture, I encourage you to stand firm in who you are and be proud about it. Only you know yourself. Don't let anyone dictate your decisions, perspectives, or outlook on life. You are talented. You are qualified. You are intelligent. Please be kind to yourself in this hard world. Imposter syndrome is real. As you go into this world, there will be people who will have preconceived notions about you before you have a chance to prove them wrong. Go on and confidently set your path aflame. Use your skills and talents to advocate for others. There are folks who don't have a voice at this time, folks that are being detained and targeted based upon their status. We're in a time where civic engagement is one of the many tools we all have in this fight for change. Be the change you want to see. Voting is one of the many privileges that some of us have. Get involved. We can only be a successful democracy when we consider those around us. Lean on community, build community, be part of the solution and not the problem. Allies, check your privileges. A wise man once shared these two messages. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Our justice, educational, and healthcare systems are disproportionately affecting minority and underrepresented communities every day. We must understand that Black lives matter and that we can no longer stand for this long-enduring prejudice that has been perpetuated in our nation. Amber Rose Isaac, Kira Johnson, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery are just a few of the names we have lost to these flawed systems. It all starts within our communities. I'm asking for the support of communities not only at this institution, but across the world to rise up in this valuable fight against racial discrimination. Sign the petitions, use your platforms, match up and donate. Reach out to those around you and educate yourself. But don't stay stagnant in this ever-changing world. Lastly, treat others the way you want to be treated. This is something many of us have instilled in us since we first started this educational journey. You may have all the money, success, and accolades in the world, but as someone once said, beauty is not in the face, beauty is within the heart. Simply put, be kind to one another. It has been a pleasure serving as your ASUO student body president this past year, and I wish you all the absolute best in your future endeavors. And as always, go Ducks. Congratulations, class of 2020. We have made it. You have made it. Congratulations.
Headed out, Interstate 5. Money was was all spent, but I felt so alive. I was chasing down a dream, like it always taught me to. Evergreens and caffeine still remind me of you. I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wider arms for this wayward son? I left my heart in Oregon. Oh, oh, oh. Sports in town, be like fire on the Cascades when our feet touch the ground. I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wider arms for this wayward son? I left my heart in Oregon. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. I left my heart in Oregon. 'Cause in my mind is a memory. It tastes so good, it's bittersweet. Cheap champagne and the victory. I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wider arms for this wayward son? I left my heart in Oregon. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. I left my heart in Oregon. I left my heart in Oregon. I left my heart in Oregon.
And now, it's my immense pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. She is a woman who defies easy description and holds many titles. She is considered by many to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time. In her time as a Duck basketball player, she racked up too many records and stats for me to list, and is now poised to make a lasting impact on the WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu was just as relentless in the classroom as she was on the court. She earned her bachelor's degree in 3 years, and this year she earned her master's degree in advertising and brand responsibility from the School of Journalism and Communication. She is described by her coach Kelly Graves as an icon, someone who packed the house, is inspiring a generation of youth, and handles the attention with grace, poise, and class. On a personal note, Sabrina did what I once thought was impossible. She made me a super fan. The number of times I sat in Mat Night Arena screaming at the top of my lungs, "Sabrina!" She epitomizes everything good in the term student athlete and so much more. So I give you Sabrina Ionescu, the daughter of Romanian immigrants, a learner, a leader, a friend, the GOAT, and your classmate, class of 2020.
Thank you, President Schill. I am flattered that you asked me to speak today. I appreciate the support you have shown me the last 4 years. To the class of 2020, congratulations. I am honored to share this day with you. I hope you are all finding a way to celebrate your accomplishments with your family and friends today. As I considered my words for today, I've been reflecting on this special moment. I've been in the spotlight on many stages. I may be the one giving the speech, but this is not just my accomplishment. There are many others who are a part of this moment as well. I stand here today as the daughter of Dan and Liliana, Romanian immigrants who have taught me what hard work and dedication means. I'm here because they believed in my dreams and told me I could do anything I set my mind to. I stand here today as a sister of Eddie and Andre, who taught me to believe in myself no matter what. I'm here because my brothers never took it easy on me on the court, and they both supported me off of the court. I stand here today as an athlete, forever grateful for my coaches who shaped me into the person I am becoming. I'm here because 2 guys named Kelly took me under their wing, trusted me, and made me both a better player and a better person. I stand here today as a teammate, forever grateful for my lifelong basketball family, who will always be a part of my life. I'm here because Maite can read my mind, and Ruthie almost never misses a layup. Sorry, Ruthie, you know I had to make one comment for you. I stand here today as a graduate student, indebted to the professors in my advertising and brand responsibility master's cohort, who made this last year my favorite and best academic year I've ever been a part of. I'm here because Professors Deb, Kim, David, and Dave taught me how to think critically and apply what I know to change the world. And I stand here today as a Duck. I am honored to have worn Oregon on my uniform, proud to have earned my undergraduate and graduate degrees here, and am forever connected to each and every one of you as part of this amazing family of Ducks across the globe. But there are also many people you don't see, people who don't make the headlines, but they are such an important part of my journey and perhaps yours too. I am also here for my extended family, my high school coach, Miss Kim, Blake Postma, and all of the athletic and academic administrators. So many people have helped me get to this place, and I know I do not stand here alone. When I asked why I was chosen to be the commencement speaker, they said, "We think your experience as someone who has worked towards a goal only to have the pandemic take it away will resonate well with the class of 2020. Truth. I came back to the UO with the goal of getting to the Final Four and winning a national championship, and we were having the best season in UO women's basketball history. It was really something special. But life, as we all know, doesn't always turn out the way we plan it. When classes started last fall, none of us could have dreamed that the year would end like this. When the NCAA announced they were canceling the basketball tournament, I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. We have all lost something. For me, it was my college basketball dream, but for you, it may have been something else. Maybe you were the first person in your family to graduate. Maybe you overcame a learning disability, or perhaps you're a non-traditional student that just finished something you never thought was possible. This is hard, and it is not what any of us wanted, but for each of us, this still counts. It still matters, and we still earned it. COVID cannot take that away. Maybe we are not getting the big day we envisioned, but we must move forward, even when it's difficult. As college students, we take comfort in our schedule, our communities, our plans. Now we're having to adjust to a new normal, and it's challenging. This has been the hardest year of my life, but I've come to understand that I am not alone in that. In my grief, I've realized that life is about more than hanging up a banner, a win-loss record, or crossing a stage. When things don't go as you plan, you discover life really is about your family and friends and the community we have together. In many ways, this has also been a blessing, and as I reflect on all the lessons of the last few months, I am grateful for all that I've learned. I thought I might share some thoughts with you in hopes that it may inspire you on your journey. I picked up my first basketball when I was 3. Soon after, I knew playing basketball was what I wanted to do. I set goals, I worked hard, I set more goals, and worked even harder. I've been incredibly fortunate to be able to accomplish many of the goals I set for myself, and am beyond blessed to be on the verge of achieving my lifelong dream of playing in the WNBA. But it's also a little scary. I'm starting over with a new team in a new city with new teammates and even higher expectations. But I am not the only one who's taking a big next step. Each of you will be joining a new team, maybe moving to a new city, and chasing your dream. So here's my advice for the next chapter. Keep dreaming. It's great to set a goal and to check it off. We all need to do that. But perhaps what is more important is to keep chasing the next one, to discover what else is possible, to carve a new path and go even further. Kobe taught me that dedication sees dreams come true. Give it everything you've got. This time is teaching us that we are not always in control. Don't forget to live in the moment, but try to be the best you can. It is so important to control what you can and just do your best. The rest will take care of itself. Kobe taught me that it's the one thing you can control, that you're responsible for how people remember you, or don't. Never stop growing. This is such a time of distraction, and none of us are comfortable. This is the best time to grow, a time to think about who we are and how we can be better. I've been watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, and how his teammates talk about him years later. As I reflect on those who have been impacted by his leadership, I think about my own impact on those around me. I want to make a positive impact on those I encounter, both on and off the court. Kobe taught me that the most important thing is to inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. Use your platform. Big or small, we all have voices. As women, it is sometimes hard to be heard. If you are passionate about something, tell the world. Advocate for change, not just for yourself, but for others as well. My mother taught me to stay true to yourself and always believe that true power comes from within. Today's commencement marks a significant milestone in our lives. And while we've reached a big milestone in our journey, I don't think we've peaked yet. Finally, let me say this. I like to jot down things that inspire me. I'd like to leave you with 2 thoughts I really like. First, you are the master of your own perception. And second, you are the author of your own story. It's easy to get caught up in the story of who we are or what others perceive us to be. But what I have come to learn is that we really are in charge of our own future. So, as you imagine your next chapter, make it yours, show up with everything you've got, and make it great. Thank you, and go Ducks.
Thank you, Sabrina, for your heartfelt message. Now we are going to hear more from the class of 2020.
My favorite memory from U of O was getting to study abroad. I went to Mexico and Singapore, and the people I met and the things I learned in those places are things I don't think I could have learned anywhere else.
One of my most memorable moments from UO was being able to photograph for the George Schnitzer Museum of Art for a project called Common Thread.
Participating in the Black Student Union, joining my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and as well as seeing the Black Cultural Center being built on campus. I think that's something that has really marked my time at the University of Oregon and has absolutely changed my perspective.
My favorite memories at the University of Oregon are those long nights at the night library and even longer days at the rec center.
Going to football games, of course, and working at Moss Street Children's Center.
Definitely when I participated in the Take Back the Night March my junior year of college. It was the first time I had ever done it, and it definitely changed my life.
Being able to study abroad. I never thought I would be able to do that, and it was an experience that I would forever cherish.
During football season, my sister visited me in Eugene for the first time, and we went to a football game together, and being able to show her the true Oregon experience and spirit was so fun to me and something I'll cherish forever.
Walking into a meeting for NABJ, which stands for the National Association of Black Journalists, and in that meeting I saw people that looked like me, that talked like me, that share ideas, cultures, everything like that with me. I found a sense of belonging.
In these 4 years, the kindness of the surrounding people gave me deep impression.
I mean, what stuck out to me was just like sitting in a big lecture hall, just full of students trying to figure out what is going on in a really complicated science class.
When I was a campus ambassador, you know who I am. We wore yellow jackets around campus when we would give our tours. Seeing people that were interested in coming to the University of Oregon and telling them about how great our school was really awesome.
I was very lucky to help found a fraternity, Alpha Sigma Phi, and I was very lucky to meet so many incredible people along my journey here.
Favorite memory was 2018 when Oregon beat Washington in Autzen Stadium. They missed those last couple field goals. That was pretty crazy.
When the first year I worked at GSH Fresh Market, I am the person who called the last call for drinks. When I yelled it out, everybody woohooed for me, cheered up for me.
One of the most memorable experiences I had while attending the University of Oregon was studying abroad in Segovia, Spain. It was by far the most incredible experience I've ever had in my life. And honestly, it's nothing that I can miss because I brought home all of those memories with me, all of those friends that I made.
I would now like to introduce Senior Vice President and Provost Patrick Phillips to begin the official process of conferring your degrees.
Good morning and congratulations, class of 2020. We're obviously sad that we can't be with you this morning, but we are very grateful that you stuck with us, especially over the last term. And I want to personally congratulate you on holding true to your vision of your own bright future, regardless of what the current challenges might be. And now, President Schill, if I may, I'd like to begin the formal process of conferring this year's degrees.
I'm Kate Mondlock, Interim Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, promoting excellence, innovation, and inclusiveness across all graduate programs as we prepare the next generation of researchers, scholars, entrepreneurs, artists, and thought leaders who will transform our communities both locally and globally. As you may know, the Graduate School administers graduate education for the 7 schools and colleges that comprise the university, awarding doctoral degrees, master's degrees, graduate certificates, and graduate specializations in more than 80 subject areas. With this broad view of all of our graduate programs in mind, I can say without hesitation that you, our graduate students, represent the very best of the university in your shared commitment to experiment, creativity, and collaboration, and to building a resilient and just world. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my honor to present the qualified doctoral and master's candidates to receive their degrees.
I'm Gabriel Paquette, Dean of the Clark Honors College, a community of scholars that challenges, excites, and empowers students through collaborative learning and creative thinking to become transformative leaders in their community, our society, and the world. Class of 2020, the faculty and staff join me in congratulating you on this momentous occasion. Congratulations on your graduation. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my privilege to acknowledge the qualified bachelor's candidates from the Clark Honors College as they prepare to receive their degrees.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm Sabrina Madison Cannon, the Phyllis and Andrew Berwick Dean of the School of Music and Dance, the premier higher education institution of music and dance in the Pacific Northwest. Students, I'm incredibly proud of the work you have accomplished this year during such extraordinary times. This resilience will serve you well in your future. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my privilege to present the qualified bachelor's candidates from the School of Music and Dance to receive their degrees.
I'm Bruce Blondigan, Tykeson Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, the intellectual hub of the University of Oregon. Our academic programs in the college cover a diverse set of majors, from philosophy to physics and history to human physiology. Our outstanding faculty and students, comprising 2/3 of the university, are the main reason the University of Oregon is one of only 65 universities in the prestigious Association of American Universities. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my distinct privilege to present the qualified bachelor's candidates to receive their degrees.
Congratulations, graduates! I'm Sarah Nutter, Edward Miletus Dean of the Lundquist College of Business. To the class of 2020, you are now graduates of one of the top-ranked public business schools in the United States. On behalf of the entire faculty of the college, we celebrate this wonderful achievement with you. It's incredible how you've grown over the years and persevered in these unprecedented times. Now, it is your turn to lead in this changing world. How you respond and thrive will set the stage for those behind you, and I have no doubt you will do great things and that you are ready. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my genuine pleasure to present the Lundquist College of Business Class of 2020 to receive their appropriate business degrees.
I am Juan Carlos Molleda, Edwin L. Arts Dean and Professor of the School of Journalism and Communication, one of the first professional journalism schools in the country, the only accredited comprehensive journalism program to include advertising and public relations in the Pacific Northwest, and one of the only 112 accredited programs worldwide. Congratulations, class of 2020. Graduates, you have a unique and strong voice. So it is time that you use it to change the world for better. We need you. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my privilege to present the qualified bachelor's candidates to receive their degrees.
I'm Laura Vandenberg, the Interim Dean of the College of Design. Rooted in public engagement and creativity, the College of Design encompasses a remarkable range of programs. Our graduates are equipped to think independently, to act with conviction, and to shape the future. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my privilege to present the qualified bachelor's candidates to receive their degrees.
Hi, I'm Randy Camphouse, Dean of the College of Education, a community of leading researchers and practitioners dedicated to transformative scholarship, integrative teaching, and collaborative service. On behalf of our more than 180 preeminent research, clinical, and instructional faculty, congratulations. President Schill and Provost Phillips, it is my privilege to present to you the qualified bachelor's candidates from the College of Education for receipt of their degrees.
President Schill, upon the recommendation of the Graduate School and the University of Oregon's 7 undergraduate schools and colleges, I present to you the class of 2020.
Thank you, Provost Phillips. To all of the graduates watching around the world, wherever you are, we salute you. Now, for those of you who can, please stand up so I can officially confer your degrees. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the authority of the Board of Trustees in the University of Oregon, I am pleased to confer upon you, the members of the graduating class of 2020, the respective degrees which you have earned at the University of Oregon. Okay, this is it. Graduates, please now move your tassels from your right to your left. Congratulations, class of 2020, and go Ducks!
I invite all of you now to join me in a salute of thanks to your family and friends who have, by their contributions, helped to make this a very special day for all of us. We're almost done, but no U of O commencement ceremony would be complete without the chance to dance to shout. So wherever you are, class of 2020, this last dance is for you.
You want to dance? Huh? Do you want to dance?
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Say that you will. Say you will. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. You wanna please me. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. Hey, hey. And if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else. Hey, hey. I said I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You know you make me wanna shout. Yeah, 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 right. All right, all right. Come on now, come on now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on now, yeah, yeah, come on now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now wait a minute. You've been so good to me. You've been so good to me. You know you make me wanna lift my head up and throw my hands back and come on now, come on now. A little bit softer now, 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 a little bit louder 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 Now wait a minute.
Go Ducks! Go Ducks!
You've been so good to me. You've been so good to me. You know you make me wanna lift my head up and throw my hands back and come on now, come on now, come on now, come on now. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. A little bit softer now, 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 a little bit louder 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 now. Hey, 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 hey,
All right, this will be the dramatic one. Here it is.
First try, baby! First try!
Thank you.